Sometimes we get backup and restore requests for buckets. We can use XDCR for such kind of requests. Suppose if application team asks us to backup REST bucket from cluster 1 and restore into a different bucket in cluster 2, how we can do that using XDCR we can see now. Let me create one bucket for demonstration. I'm creating a duplicate bucket and I have to make sure the conflict resolution type should be same. I have created a bucket. Instead of taking the backup dump, transferring the dump to the target cluster and restoring the dump that we have transferred, we can use XDCR. Suppose if they need REST bucket data, I can simply create one more replication from REST bucket to this bucket. Again, if they want all the data, we can simply save it. If they want any specific data, we can provide the filter condition here. Since I want all the data from REST bucket into this bucket, I'm clicking save. Now I should get 8 documents here. You can see 8 documents. This is the easiest way to copy the data from one cluster to another cluster. Firewall for the Couchbase ports should be opened between these two clusters. Monitoring XDCR. Sometimes when the cluster is having huge amount of data, it will take significant amount of time to transfer the data between the clusters. You can monitor the statistics and you can check all these things, XDCR ratio and the replication rate and the mutations, how many mutations are done, how many mutations are pending. All these things you can check from this statistics tab. If your Couchbase version is below 6.5, you may not able to see the statistics window under replications. However, you can monitor it from the bucket statistics. Let me click on REST bucket statistics. You can search for XDCR. You can see incoming ops per second. You can see few spikes here. Incoming XDCR means the data coming into this cluster. Outbound XDCR means the data went from this cluster. You can also expand this for more metrics. When you configure the XDCR first time, you have to check the percentage of completion here. Once you see 100% completed here, then you can confirm the XDCR is fully replicated. It will take some time depending on the size of the cluster. You can see how many mutations replicated. You can click on this small window. It will be reflected at the top. You can scroll up and check. This section is for incoming XDCR operations. You can see all these statistics. Since my cluster is having minimal number of documents, there are no much spikes here. Usually in the real time, you will see lot of spikes. To know about each and every metric, you can just hover your mouse on it and read the help text. And this is for REST bucket. If you want to check the replication statistics for other bucket, you can select the bucket from the drop down. Like this, you can monitor XDCR statistics. Reiterating one more time, conflict resolution is fully automatic. No manual intervention is required. Depending on the conflict resolution you have selected for a bucket at the time of creation, the conflicts will be handled. It will use document metadata to handle the conflicts. If you open doc1, there is a metadata tab. If you click on it, you can see ID, revision, expiration, all these details. So these will be compared when the same document is updated in multiple active clusters at the same time. So this is all about how to copy a bucket data from one cluster to another cluster. Thanks for your time. See you in the next lecture.